This starts day one of adding more power to Miley 2.0, and we're gonna do that by adding a turbocharger to the BRZ, and this is the exact turbocharger that I wanted to do 7 years ago. Let's unbox it.
Hey, we got mods, power mods. But what I'm excited about are the forbidden cheese balls we got. Look at these, dude.
I've never seen packing peanuts that are literally poisonous cheese balls.
What do we have here, Tej?
So this turbo kit is really interesting, Calvin, because this is actually a carb legal turbo kit. Now what that means is that this turbo kit is legal between like 50 different states in the United States. And because this Miley 2.0 is gonna be given away to someone watching this video, we wanna make sure that whatever turbocharger or whatever supercharger or whatever boost system we add to the car is legal.
So you can drive it.
Exactly. This kit uses a few different things than what we're used to seeing. We'll get into that in just a little bit, but ooh, let's open. Let's open this box first.
Dual ball. I love this packaging. Let's go. Don't drop it. Oh, it's the full one.
Yeah,
so you got it.
buddy.
Oh.
Internal wastegate.
Let's go.
This is a Garrett GT2860 RS turbo dual ball bearing T4 mount. This little guy's pretty big. For the BRZ, that's a pretty big little turbo.
That's a lot of memes.
Size. It's a big little turbo. That's what it is. It's not a big turbo, but it's a big little turbo.
Internal wastegate. That's for carb memes.
So we're not gonna unbox everything quite yet because we wanna keep everything organized so as we follow the install, we don't miss over anything. But this turbo kit is from Works. So what makes this really cool is that it uses an air to water intercooler, similar to the Autobox supercharger kit we used to have that used the same thing. So normally when you think of like a turbocharger, you think of like a huge front mount intercooler that kind of takes up the whole entire front face of the whole entire car and looks really, really cool, right? Well, this doesn't have that. It actually has a heat exchanger, which is like a small radiator to actually cool the intercooler. I don't know if you'll be able to see this on camera, but if you look inside, you can actually see the core of the intercooler in there. Can you see it, Calv? A little bit. So this actually, you know, we'll get to it as we install it, but this actually sits somewhere about here. And what it does,
that's pretty cool,
is you'll see there's actually a fitting right here. So this is where cold water will literally go through the core, cool down the temperatures, and then the water that we have will come through the heat exchanger, which is like an extra radiator, cycle through, go through the core, and then you can see our charge pipe will build off of this, and then it's really cool. Air to water stuff is awesome because it takes up such little space, and it's a really efficient way to cool down the air if you are limited with space. So this is one of the main little key things about this turbo kit that I wanted to show you guys. I'm really excited to do this. As I said, I wanted to do this turbo kit 7 years ago. So the fact that your guys' car, Miley 2.0, is gonna get that is super, super awesome. So we're gonna dive into this today and start ripping this apart and get on with the install. Don't forget that you guys have the chance to win this car. We just had a brand new collection drop on thehuntingcompany.com. And for the next 45 days, the giveaway is live. And for every $5 you spend at the store, gets you 1 entry towards taking this car, being flown out here, hanging out for the day, and then taking it home. So if you guys are interested, click the links down below and go ahead and go on a little shopping spree, or just go to www.thehuntingcompany.com. Before we get to installing new components, there's a lot of stock components we have to take off. So Calvin and I are doing a bunch of disassembly right now. Got the front bumper off, we got the intake off, or the intake tubing off, and right now we have to modify some brackets in the back. So here we go.
This is the bracket that holds the ECU plug, the main engine harness. We have to cut it here where we marked it to make room for that beautiful intercooler.
This is the injector cover plate, and we need to cut off these 2 tabs to make room for the turbo. So we're gonna cut these little pieces off.
Everything we did the last time when this motor was out of the car is coming out again.
We're just undoing all the work we did.
All of it.
So one of the 5 things we had to change over with the automatic motor to the manual motor was we had to take out, I think it was an oil pump. There was a pump on the back, I think, for the trans cooler, something weird like that.
Something automatic.
Then we swapped over this cam plate, and now we just removed this cam plate for the manual version. And we put a bunch of sealant on the back, and we made all this effort into making it super clean. And now we're ripping it off, and we're gonna be installing a new cam plate. I don't know if I can get that on camera. It's really hard to get it focused there. But this is now trash. Cal, we need to do the best we can to make this clean on the back of the block without scoring it.
Already there.
That is gonna be very tough to do, because now there's like no room to do it. I guess we can go up if we need to. You know what I mean?
I just need a light.
You just need proper lighting. One of the things that I've really enjoyed with this kit so far is, and I know you guys haven't seen too much because we're not filming every single thing at the moment, but everything that you need for this kit is included. And when doing something like a forced induction kit, and they literally supply you with OEM replacements, clamps and stuff like this, like let me try and find some, like this is OEM Subaru gaskets and certain things installed, or certain things that come with it, and that just makes our life so much easier. And I just love the quality. This Works Turbo kit is amazing. If you guys haven't already, just look the links down below. I provided the link to the turbo kit. If you guys have a BRZ and you want a turbo option, that is like the nicest quality kit out there. 100% check them out. This is blowing me away, and I have a turbo kit on my car, and this one's pretty nice. I almost wish I just did this one 7 years ago. How's that cleaning job going, Cal?
Just like any other day when the old backside is a little shaved.
Oh yeah. No, I totally get you. Shaving the backside is a big job, isn't that right, Mickey?
Yeah. Everything's included, except they didn't include it.
That's right. Like a backside shave.
Just like a big forest. Mickey's like a Amazon rainforest. He takes a machete back there, you know?
Calvin's applying some gasket maker on the back of the block before the new can plate goes in. No beads today, just spread.
Did you catch that?
I hope I did. I don't know.
No beads
This
today,
is nice.
Nick.
Look at
Just
this little
spread.
billet plate. So rad. Very cool.
Don't mind me. Just getting spread all over the back of your rear end.
Jeez. So I just took a 17-inch measurement off of some heat sheath that was provided in the instructions. This is one of the things I love doing. It's like the details, baby.
It's the small things, baby.
It is. So we're gonna be
Oh, you're just gonna wrap her up?
pretty much the whole entire harness that's gonna be near the turbo, because it's gonna be sitting in the back passenger section of the block. Everything here, there's gonna be a heat shield going here. And also we have some heat sheath for all of our ECU harness, our battery cables and stuff. So I believe I just did the appropriate length. So now I need to, I'm not the best at this.
You're actually so bad.
I am
bad.
not good, but man, look at, I just,
Don't get the fiberglass in your finger.
I know, I honestly, when I cut it, I was like, ooh,
Fingers.
yikes.
Kilo.
Anyone seen the video he's referencing?
Me like be like G lie rat tie gum my kendai.
Sometimes we make jokes in these videos and I realize that half of you have no idea what they mean. Like, be like, be like, that's one of them. Every time you go, sheesh. I guess if you're on TikTok, you know that one, but I'm sure everyone's sick of hearing us saying that in the comment section. I'm trying to not do that this video.
What?
But there are just tons of things that we say that...
Hey, that's what makes us
you remember, like, I don't know, like, you Dale, that one, that just, you guys just adopted that because we said it so much,
Yeah,
but no one, like, understood.
Oh, Jim?
Yeah, remember Jim? There's just so many. Look at that, dude, that looks cool.
Oh,
So,
that's pretty saucy.
I'm just gonna get some zip ties and we'll zip tie this all up and keep moving forward on with the install.
Okay. Guys, if you saw TJ's positioning right now, sheesh.
You guys are so whack.
You're the wackest, Tej.
We're gonna start getting the turbo ready to go in the car. And before we do that, we're gonna start putting together all of the little fittings and stuff that are gonna fit our couplers and whatnot. So again, what's really cool is everything here is just so easy to do. As we're doing this install, I'm following an instruction sheet that's provided on my phone. And literally, if any of you guys are watching this, you have a BRZ and you want to do this, but you're scared because you don't want to do it by yourself, this is super, super easy, and they make it super clear and easy to understand. So highly recommend that you guys pick this up because this is just a lot of fun. Like, it's not difficult. I know when we first started Carb, that was something we were always really scared about. Yeah. Like, this whole thought process is very scary to touch, and this is like, do it with my eyes closed. It's very easy. Just said snug.
Don't yard sale it?
Yard sale.
What's next?
Install the rubber O-rings and the prospective flanges. Install the we just got the turbo mounted. Now this is just a mock-up. Truth be told, something we didn't show earlier in this video is Calvin's been hitting the gym lately. And that is not a meme, that is true. He's been hitting the gym lately. He was tightening our oil feed line, which is on the passenger side block right under this injector shield, and Calvin over-torqued it and split the fitting in half. So we contacted Works. They're sending us a replacement. They overnighted it. We'll have it in the morning. And we can't go any farther today until that fitting is in. because we're gonna be doing too much work and it'll be too much to undo, if that makes any sense. So the progress on the Turbo BRZ is gonna be at a halt today, but let's just kind of take a sneak peek. This actually comes like this way. The turbo placement is really, really intriguing to me. Now, because this is carb legal, we have to retain the stock header, the stock airbox, which is why the turbo is actually in the placement that it is. Everything is like mathematically equated to have the best fitment to retain all the stock components, because normally on a turbo setup, you see them, you know, somewhere around here because you can get rid of the stock airbox. But look at how nicely this tucks in. There is a heat shield that goes in between the turbo, the firewall, and the battery. So if that looks a little bit alarming, don't worry, there's going to be a firewall here, but you can kind of see why we did heat sheet all around all these harnesses, because the turbo is literally sitting on top of everything. We'll be able to see the downpipe will sneak back all the way down, and we're gonna have the charge pipe come through this way, and the intercooler sits somewhere right here. That is badass. That is really cool.
Yeah, I like how it's front and center, because most are here, like underneath, and that's just in your face.
Yeah, it's cool that you get to see the turbo. I mean, there's also, I think AVO is another popular turbo kit, not carb legal, but they use the turbo on the underside of the car, and you don't get to see any of it. This one, you can't miss it. You got the Garrett turbo sitting up top. That is baller. I don't think you can make different turbo sizes. Well, this is their stage 2 kit. I don't know the difference between their stage 1 and their stage 2. I believe it's the same turbo size. I think stage 2 just comes with a, actually, I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't really know, but I know the stage 2 makes more power. They're gonna make more power. I would assume they do a larger turbo, but also stage 2 could mean has better cooling efficiency, and I don't quite know. That is awesome. That is so cool. I love that.
I don't want one.
What do you?
Wait, what? I'm selling my
You
car.
want one?
I sold my car, sorry, dude.
Your BRZ
I'm
is...
selling my car. We're not putting a turbo in my car.
Oh, don't do that. Don't just wink and walk away. All right, this is gonna be our stopping point for today. It is a mess in here. There are pieces everywhere. We're about halfway. Tomorrow when we come back in to make another video with this car, we'll aim for our first start, which is extremely exciting. Time to pack it up because we have a few friends coming over tonight. Taking Miley 1.0. The old girl, the not as good as Miley 2.0, so she's outdated. Also, a little progress date on our break-in. We've only put like 200 and so miles. We still have another 800 miles to go of a break-in. So for those who didn't see the video, you got this car rebuilt with a new motor, and before we make like the 600, 700 horsepower dyno run that we're trying to hit, we can't do that until the motor is officially broken in. So we want to do 1,000 miles on the car, keeping it under 4,000 RPM, light throttle, all that type of stuff for 1,000 miles. I've only done like 200 or so. It's gonna take probably a week or two, which is fine because we have our hands full with Miley 2.0, so I'm okay with that. So this is my first time seeing the Mustang Mach-E, I think that's what it's called. If you don't know what that is the 4-door SUV Mustang that is fully electric. It doesn't really look like a Mustang too much other than the rear deck lid with the tail lights. I think that front end kind of has some headlight similarities. I don't really know how I feel about that quite yet. I think it's a really cool car, but what I fear is all of the major car brands all going electric in the next 10 years. And I worry that gas motors are really gonna be gone forever. That scares me. As much as I support the environmental side of electricity and stuff, half of the enjoyment is like that noise. And when that's gone entirely, especially on high performance cars, I don't know how I'm gonna cope with that. I'm gonna miss fast cars. I just imagine like 10 years from now, BMW releases the new M3 and it's fully electric, or they release the new Mustang and it no longer comes in like a V8. I don't know if I'm ever gonna be ready for that. As fast and as cool performance oriented they are, and although they might be a million times better than running a gas motor, I don't know. I fear it because I know it's coming, and I don't know I don't know if I'm gonna love it as much as gas cars. If anyone has any insight on that, leave some comments down below. I always love reading your guys' insight about stuff like this. I don't know what's gonna happen. I mean, obviously performance cars are still gonna be around, but yeah, I wonder if all the top line performance cars of all the big OEs, all the big brands are gonna eventually all switch to electric. I don't know, just something to think about. It's an interesting thing. I had all my friends come over, so I didn't really film the ending of this video, but what I do have for you guys in this video is another Godfather scene with yours truly. So enjoy the Godfather scene, and if you want more Godfather reenactments, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment down below saying you want more Godfather themes. Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace out, and keep moving forward.
So tell me why you came to my house on a Thursday night at 11 p.m. I want to know.
Hold on, boss. I'm gonna need a big hit for this one. All right, I got bad news. We got popped at the mall. Tommy G and the Southie boys. Yeah, they were there. You never told me that they were gonna be there, but they were there. Anyway, it's worse than it seems. Way worse than it seems. It's kind of hard to say, but they took the Supra. The Mark IV or the Mark V? It was the Mark IV.
Boys, feed him to the gators. You know what to do.
Hey, whoa, look, boys. You know me. I'm a good guy, Kev, Danny.